Okay, ladies and gentlemen, question number 2 on your supplement C, to me is a little hokey, but we'll work it anyhow. The department wants us to do it, okay, but I think it's kind of silly. All right, let me read it off the paper for you, but you should have the paper in front of you. This is off of supplement C. Lisa cannot remember which long-distance plan she has with her phone company. Okay, well then, she should probably call them. But anyhow, she's going to use algebra instead. However, she knows that she pays a basic monthly fee and a rate per minute for long-distance calls. In June, her bill was $53.95 for 120 minutes, and in July, it was $68.55 for 412 minutes. Okay? So this is really the pertinent data that we're given. All right? Now, Part A asks us, Part A of this problem says, express the monthly cost C as a function of X, where X is the number of minutes of long-distance calls made. Okay? Now, C is a function of X. That means X goes in and C comes out. So basically, if I'm looking at an ordered pair here, the input is the number of minutes and the output is the cost. All right? So, what I want to try to figure out here is what this function is. We do know that it's a linear function. So we do know that C of X equals mx plus b. In other words, y equals mx plus b. We're just specifically calling it C of X. We need to find m and we need to find b. In order to find m, I need to find the slope, and normally to find the slope of a line, if it's not given, you need two ordered pairs. Well, we have two ordered pairs. This first piece of data is going to be turned into an ordered pair. The first piece of data is the ordered pair 120, 53.95. And here's how I wrote it in that order. X goes in, C comes out. So 120 goes in, 53.95 comes out. And the second piece of data, 412 goes in, 68.55 comes out. Minutes go in, cost comes out. Minutes goes in, cost comes out. Now we know how to find slope. Normally we say, the change in y over the change in x. But here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the change in cost over the change in x, because I specifically know what my y value is. It's cost. So it's change in cost divided by the change in x. To find the change in cost, we subtract. We take this cost, which is 68.55, minus this cost, which is 53.95, and we divide that by the change in x. X is the number of minutes, so that would be 412 minus 120. Now, I need to pull out my handy-dandy calculator. So I've turned on my calculator, and when I type this in, I'm going to type this in using paren. So I'm going to type left paren 68.55 minus 53.95. I'm going to put right paren. Then I'm going to push divided by. Then I'm going to type left paren 412 minus 120 divided by and hit enter. And when I do, I get the answer 0.05. So what we have just found out is that our slope is 0.05. Okay? Well, what's kind of cool here, 0.05 is really going to go in for slope, but what that really is 0.05 is our rate per minute for long distance calls. So, here's where we are so far. We know that C of x equals 0.05x plus b. This is as far as we are, okay? Now we need to find b. Well, here's how we're going to find b. We're going to take one of these two ordered pairs that we had, doesn't matter which one here. I have this one, $412, $68.55. So we have the ordered pair $412, $68.55. We're going to take this ordered pair to help us find b. This, remember, is input and this is output. So, if I have the formula C of x equals 0.05x plus b, 412 is going in here for this x, and the cost is coming out to 68.55. So we have 68.55 is 0.05 times 412 plus b. So we've set up a little equation. Now what I'm going to do on my calculator is I'm going to take 0.05 times 412, and that's going to give me 20.6. And then I'm going to subtract 20.6 from both sides, which is of course 20.60. And now on my calculator I'm going to do 68.55 minus 20.60. Whoa! And my phone went flying. And when I do, I get 47.95. So I've just found b. So here's my function. I finally answered part A. C of x is 0.05x plus b. b is 47.95. That is my function. Now, part B should be easy. Part B simply says, what would the monthly cost be in August if she uses 620 minutes of long-distance calls? Well, we find C of, what is it we're putting in? 620. We plug in 620. We get 0.05 times 620 plus 47.95. We do that computation on our calculator. And when I do, I'm coming out with the answer $78.95. And we're done, finally.